What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Lay the House, or I'm here sharing my picks and plays for sports betting and daily fantasy for this Monday, May 20th slate. Not a ton of sports on tonight. There is a ton of baseball, but there's no NBA. There's only a couple WNBA games, and there's one hockey game as well. However, there is some value out there in Underdog Fantasy, and I will still have a ton of sports bets out there. And so I'll be sharing the plays and my process in this video. So first, let's recap how last week went so far. So I'm pulling up my Pickett account, and I made a video on Friday. I believe this was my first picks video in a long time, and honestly, it was my worst day of the month. Lost 1.4K on the sports bets and on Underdog Fantasy combined. This chart here, this calendar, shows all of my plays on Hard Rock, Fliff, Underdog Fantasy, and all the other sports books as well, and it just puts them all and syncs to my sports books here and shows the results. So Saturday was a little bit better. We only lost $165, but yesterday we had a massive day of 1.2K profit on the sports bets and wanted to play on Underdog Fantasy as well. So on the month, we're 84 wins, 103 losses, 7 pushes, but with a profit of $2,532.49. Now, every single one of these plays has been posted in my Discord server completely for free. So if you're not in the Discord server yet, the link to join is pinned in the comment below. And it's in my link tree as well. It's a great place to be. And like I mentioned, it's free picks. You're not going to find any other Discords like it. I don't sell you anything. No premium services, no VIP, no bullshit. Just straight picks and information for you all. All right, so now let's jump into the play for Underdog Fantasy. I'm going to share 2 of my plays I already placed over there with you guys. If you don't have an account with Underdog Fantasy yet, sign up using the code LayTheHouseRM, and they'll give you a deposit match bonus up to $250. Good promotion. You might as well give it a shot. So I've got a couple plays that I already made over on Underdog for today. One of them's for MLB tonight. One of them's for the NBA tomorrow because I wanted to get ahead of some line movement there. And then I have an esports play already in play, but I really don't need to share that here because it's already in progress. And I shared it in the Discord server last night, so if you jumped on it, great. Hopefully it wins, but doesn't really have much use for this video. So my first pick today, this is for the MLB. We're going with Kyle Tucker, lower than 0.5 batter walks. JD Martinez, lower than 1.5 total bases. And Marcus Stroman, higher than 16.5 pitching outs. That's the first play I made on Underdog today. That's for MLB only. Non-insured, 3-pick entry. Basically, minus 122 odds is the value on this. So, good value there. And then my NBA play for tomorrow that I made already just to get ahead of the curve. We're going with Andrew Nemhard, lower than 7.5 rebounds and assists. Ben Shepherd, higher than 7.5 PRA. And then Jaylen Brown, higher than 1.5 blocks and steals. Now, next thing I want to do in this video is I actually want to make a play with you guys and show you my process when it goes to making plays on Underdog Fantasy. So we're going to head back over to the Champions tab, and then I'm going to go over to this tool called Daily Grind, or dgfantasy.com. If you are interested in signing up for this site and using their fantasy optimizer, I do have a promo code with them as well. It is also LayTheHouseRM. I believe they give you a pretty big discount on your first month or something if you use the code. If you're interested in signing up for Daily Grind, just reach out to me and I can get you some more information on it. But basically what it does is it compares the line on Underdog Fantasy to all the other major sports books out there. So Pinnacle, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetOnline, Bovada, and basically shows you where the best value is right now on Underdog Fantasy or where the line movement might be. So say like there's a player's PRA set at 30 on Underdog Fantasy, but it's 32 on FanDuel, 32 on DraftKings, 31.5 on BetOnline. That kind of shows you that the line's probably going to move from 30 up to 31.5 or 32 at some point throughout the day. So this means you're just getting ahead of any line movement and getting the most value possible on Underdog Fantasy. Same thing for Prize Picks, Parlay Play, Better, Dabble, all the other websites as well. I prefer to play on Underdog Fantasy. That's my favorite place to play, so that's what I'm going to stick with for this video. And let's just make a play for you all. So obviously the top thing on the board here is Luis Campusano, under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 135, minus 145 on all the other sports books. On a 3-pick non-insured entry on Underdog Fantasy, you're getting about minus 122 odds per play. So it's under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Next, we'll head back to our tool here. We got some esports plays out there. I'm not going to bother with them here, but if you are interested, those are some really good plays for esports tonight. I might even post them in the Discord later today. Next play here that I'm looking at, we're looking at the Spencer Torkelson, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Good value there as well. You're going to see this a lot on baseball, especially during the baseball season. Like the hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, singles, walks. Like, most of the lines most days are around -130 to -140 on the major sports books. So a lot of good value to be had on Underdog and Prize Picks and all these other websites as well. So we're going to go with that Torkelson over 1.5. So let's go MLB. Let's go to the Detroit game here. Let's find you. Detroit at KC. Spencer Torkelson. We'll scroll down and find you. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then let's go back to our nifty tool here and maybe combine a hockey player. So Warren Fogle, over 1.5 shots on goal. I definitely want to get some action on the NHL game tonight, so this might be the best way to do it. So we're going to take his over 1.5 shots on goal. So NHL, we'll find Warren here. Scrolling down. There he is, 1.5 shots. We'll take it. I'll put $20 in the entry for you all. Hit play for 120, and then I'm going to copy this link, and I'll post it in the Discord server so you all can see the plays. If you're in the Discord, that's kind of what I do every time I make a play on Underdog. I just head over to my Discord, post a play for you all, and then let anyone tail that wants to tail. Next, we're going to transition into sports bets. Straight up sports bets on the day. You know, like my results here, the 1.2K yesterday, that was honestly mostly sports bets. I think we made like maybe $60 on Underdog Fantasy yesterday, but most of the volume here on my Pick'It, at least the dollar values, are the sports bets, because my average unit on a sports bet is like $100 to $300. So typically I'm going to make a lot more money doing those as compared to Underdog Fantasy plays, simply because Underdog, a little bit more long shots. They're all parlays. They're all, 5-to-1 odds or better. So let's head over to Odds Jam here, and I'll share 2 of my plays for today. I'll post a bunch more as the day goes on today in the Discord, obviously. So like I keep saying, Discord, place to be. That's where you see all my stuff. First play I got tonight is Angels Astros under 4.5 first half total runs. That's first 5 innings. I got $400 in this play at -110 odds. Hopefully we can have a big win here. That's probably my biggest play of the day. Let's be honest with you. And the main reason for that, the most value in the line compared to the other sports books. Next play I got so far, Connecticut Sun -6.5 on the spread. That's an alternate line. The regular line is -5.5. We're adding a point to that, going with -6.5 for a little bit more value, plus 105. Risking $220 in this one, just as a basic bet for me. But most days I usually have like 6 to 8 bets out there. So if you want to see the rest of my plays, Discord server, place to be. But that's pretty much all I got for this video. I find these plays on Odds Jam, and it basically does the same thing that Daily Fantasy does with their positive EV tool. Shows me where the line value is on Hard Rock Sportsbooks. That's my main sportsbook. And compares it to all the other sports books out there and shows you where the best value is. So, similar concept for Hard Rock and all the other major sports books as well. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end and watching. I'll probably post a couple more TikTok videos and some shorts with more plays as well. But I look forward to seeing you in the Discord. Best of luck on your plays today. And like I said again, thanks for watching.